Yeah, now it tells me. Yeah, now it tells me to go over here. What is going on here? That's what I thought. All right, let's go back to Lion's Arch, right next to our big crustacean. Where is this saying to go? Oh, it's a letter. Oh goodness. The Citadel of Flame. But yeah, we were just talking about some older games, and I didn't even think about what me and you used to play when we used to play Resident Evil. And you'd get scared and pause it and wait for me to come home from school. Alright, so we read this. Oh, I didn't mean to delete that. Oops. And now we got to go to the camp. Portals always everywhere. Alright, we'll follow it. We'll play the game how it's meant to be played. Yep, I remember playing, what was it, Resident Evil 3 and getting stuck at the clock tower. What was it, $30 on a... I think it was an IGN guide just to learn that you had to combine two keys that we couldn't figure out what to do with. We gotta go all the way down here. We go into the Iberian Falls. Yeah, and then me and Pascal, we were talking about like Dungeon Siege or Boldar's Gate, some Champions of Norath. Shit, what else were we talking about? Oh, coding. A little bit of coding. Yeah. Oh, I was talking about the game Enclave. It is Enclave. Playing the Champions of Norath, holding all the buttons down at once and pressing start so you could get the infinite level glitch. We'll just run through it, try to pick up some. At 71 we get our specialty, our elite specialty. So I don't know, and again, I'm not sure if we go straight to the Willbender or if we have to do something to unlock the Willbender. That's what I would like to play. We'll grab waypoints. We were talking about that too. Elder Scrolls Online. I stopped at the Golden Road, or the, is it Golden? But me and Wifey played it for a little bit. It gets to the point where it just, I don't know. I don't want to say it becomes monotonous, but it's just rinse and repeat. Which I'm sure Guild Wars will as well. But right now, it's more about the story. And who knows? You know, maybe I start a new character on ESO and do a story stream about that. Because I never really got into the story of Morrowind I got into, but now I feel like I would be more open to getting into the stories. Try to press on. Oh, we are going the wrong way, my guy. Hey, you leave me alone. Let's jump on in. Just the nostalgic times.
Glad to see you after that mess at Claw Island.
Commander Keen
Siren
on
was-
MS. What is MS?
She will be missed. Hey!
Trying to think. I'm drawing a blank. We got this whole fortress, and you got to be on the other side of it, my guy. Why? What do you need? Yeah, see, some of these quests, like, attend the meeting. Okay, well, we're here. Are you kidding me?
Thank you all for coming. We're here because Claw Island proved the value of cooperation. Our pact has already achieved remarkable results. As the pact's leader, I am adopting the rank of Marshal. I'd also like to present my second in command, one of the heroes of Claw Island, who will bear the rank of Commander. To defeat Zhaitan and cleanse Ore, the pact needs to go on the offensive. For that, we need a headquarters. I suggest the abandoned fortress on Terzetto Bay.
I know the place. Formidable, easily defensible, and right on Zhaitan's doorstep. A solid decision, Marshal Trahearne. The Vigil is with you.
It is a wise choice. The Priory will also follow you to the Pact's new headquarters and on into Ore.
No argument here, Marshal. It's a smart call. Count the Order of Whispers in as well.
Excellent. I'll begin preparing our new headquarters at the Terzetto site, which I have codenamed Fort Trinity. I look forward to seeing you all there.
Fort Trinity.
I'd like to speak with you.
If you have concerns, I'd like to hear them now. Capable of leading under fire. What was the whole last half of the story? We were always under fire. He's been there already. We're gonna do dignity again. Oh, we speak to the smiths.
Let's hope the Smiths rise to my challenge out of innate nobility, or at least pride.
We demand armor and weapons. Let's see.
Thank you for coming.
The tree people
I'm
are
Marshal
cool.
Traherne, and I've invited each of you here because you are the finest smiths and crafters in all of Tyria. I'm forging a pact to deal with the Elder Dragons. The 3 major orders of Tyria have agreed to join, but we also need you and your skills.
It would be an honor to stand with you, Firstborn.
Your envoy already approached me with a similar offer, Marshal. I've decided to accept. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Ha! There's only one finest smith in Tyria, and you're looking at him. I stand ready to prove it.
Excellent. I have a list of potential projects. My quartermasters will make sure you have the tools and raw materials you need. Please begin at once.
Somebody, help me! The team studying Rancor Ruins was overwhelmed by the undead.
And you let them right to us. Just to die. Oh, Rancor Ruins. Onward! Oh, it's still within the story. Okay, cool. Let's get them! It was last night when I was streaming, like, and it just bugged out. I was like, what is going on here? And I looked over and I wasn't connected to anything. And I was like, oh, we lost internet. Which I don't know why it went out.
I'm glad to see you. Something is definitely unnatural here. That miasma settled in shortly after we arrived. Fortunately, our allies sent help. Agent Zuri from the Order of Whispers and Crusader Afanan from the Vigil.
At your service, killing Orions is my purpose in life. But in the spirit of our newly forged union, this feels extra noble.
A pleasure to meet you, Commander. Take a good look. Once I get started, you won't see me coming or going.
Noted. Our objective is to locate a missing Priory team. Traherne, this is your mission. How do you want us to handle it?
Kill them all.
By playing to our respective strengths. Zuri goes in to conduct stealth reconnaissance, while the rest of us take the main path through the ruins. We'll draw the attention of any Orions, and thin out their numbers as we proceed. Let's all rendezvous at the far end of the site.
Sweet. Alright.
I'm going stealthy. I'll report back as soon as I know anything.
Mess things up. Hit him with a hiya. It would be nice to see more of the newer gen games come out with a better balance. Oh goodness, he's charging. He's stuck. But it's more or less the whole balance of it. They made Moonbeast Productions, which they are coming out with, I think, a fully destructible world, but it's like Diablo 2. So that would be pretty cool to see as well. Which I think they have a page. I haven't looked at it in a little while, but the last time I think there was a video showing like a fire mage raining fire down, and it's hitting the dirt and basically concaving it or making it destructible. Hello? It tells me to go up here. Are you alive? No. Same thing, like, I hope that Titan Quest, when it comes out, Titan Quest 2, I've seen some of the playthrough, and it looks pretty good. And they are doing that kind of darker feeling, but I hope that it's balanced. What am I looking for here? Someone hiding? Search the area for survivors.
No survivors here.
Are you kidding me? Alright, now we can go back. Or, alright, we gotta go back the other way, or up the other way. Alright, let's go up this way. Aha, hold off the undead. Shoot. Alright, so we gotta go up here. It just says hold off the undead. Okay, so there's gonna be more coming. That makes sense. My goodness, how much more are there? Pop this. Pop everything. Pull them. Uh-oh. Good justice. Pop our strength. Close one. I think that was it. Maybe? Let's go look. Nope. There's more. Sword of Justice. Alright. That was the last wave.
Are we glad to see you? Never seen a flood of Orions like that. And I've been doing this for years.
Alright.
You're safe now. Stick close to us and we'll get you out of here in time.
Yeah, if you are
What
watching,
about our second team? They went
comment
ahead
down
to
below
secure a
what your
recent
favorite game
discovery
was
right
growing
before
up.
the Undead Tide
Whether it
came.
was an ARPG or
Might
whatever.
still be alive.
Doesn't matter.
I can confirm
We'll
that.
see what
There are
see what
tracks
people
leading
like.
into the caves. It's a defensible position, so the
I
second
myself
team
was
could be
more
dug in there.
ARPGs.
Then we're not leaving until we're sure, one way or the other. Spread out and protect the researchers. We're going on.
We're going on. The
Barricade
caverns. She's furious.
Just to make
Maybe you
my
should take
life
your
Can't
advice.
afford to lose the second team or the artifact they were hunting.
Boom. That ought to do it.
Oh goodness. I don't know what hit me so hard, but something did. Let's see where we're at. Right there's that. We'll kill this guy. Team back. Yeet. Put a dot on him. Help. That's an abomination. Pop that. Put our little blade down. Pop these two. Swap. End to win. There we go. Alright, so now we gotta talk to him to get out of here.
Stand by to withdraw. Commander, you lead the way. Keep
Oh.
together and stay on your guard.
Oh, why did I do? Hey, still hitting. See what we got. Do we go out the same way we came? I'm taking it. No, we don't. We go down this way. That would make sense in my mind. Yeah, growing up, I loved playing video games, and I feel like once my military career took hold, I kind of hung more to the video games simply because they were my happy thoughts, or the nostalgia, stuff like that. Yeah, I'd say probably, I don't know, my favorite one would be hands down the Diablo series.
This was supposed to be our way out.
That's what I always went back to. Oh, I just plugged it in. And, you know, it's just, it's such a well-balanced game.
I need your opinion.
Now, don't get me wrong, it's still rinse and repeat after a while, especially, to me, the fun part is building the character. And once you get so high up, usually about 90 to 93, that's where everybody stops, because that's the repetitiveness of it. Where if you're not running 8-player game Bales, then you know you're not getting any experience worth moving your bar.
Do exquisitely horrible things.
So
if the Priory team found the artifact I suspect they found, it all makes sense.
It all makes sense.
They were looking for a dwarven tome. Why would Zhaitan care so much about an ancient book of lore?
I believe it contains information about the last time the dragons rose. Its very existence proves they can be beaten back. Our enemy wants to keep that information from us.
How does the dragon even know about it? Zhaitan doesn't strike me as much of a reader.
Zhaitan knows everything its minions know. One of its corrupted servants, while alive or after death, must have seen the tome. Commander, to me, I believe I can get us out of this situation, but I'll need you to protect me while I do it. We're trapped, but I can summon the reinforcements we need to fight our way out. My minions.
But yeah, it's building the character for me. That's what keeps me going in it. Is leveling up, hitting the, you know, especially the way Diablo 2 had the point system set up, where you could max out at 20. Anything over that was a bonus, but only from plus skills. So then everything became about getting plus skills on gear. But it just goes back to the sheer fact that one of the best rings in the game was required level 21 or 23. Yeah, like I'm really big into the freedom of choice, especially in Guild Wars 2. Like, you can just craft, you know? You can be a crafter. The same way, I think that's what kind of drew me in with New World. Because you could go out and craft, and that's the way that you played the game. You didn't have to partake in the dungeons. You could craft and level up. And it was more or less the kind of game that you wanted to play. You could mold it into that. We might be going down. Oh, we're going down. We rallied. It's a little buffer. Oh. Oh, that's why, because they're veteran. Yeah, the same way, like, I don't know, like Black Desert. I know a lot of people enjoyed Black Desert. I myself did not get into it. It just, I don't know. But it's like, even going back to the older games, like Dungeon Siege or, you know, Baldur's Gate, they just had, I don't know, I feel like their simplicity and story made it the feeling of an everyday person could be whatever you want it to be. Yeah, I don't know, it's just, I enjoy streaming because it's a artistic outlook or like outreach for me to do something I enjoy and also communicate or be a part of something else.
The elements bow before me, and I bow before Zaitan. He willed your death. He shall have it.
I was born to undo your master's work. If I must kill you to achieve that, so be it.
So be it. Space Invaders and Pac-Man. Bubble. Knock them off. There it is. Oh, I didn't want to do that, but whatever. Oh my goodness. He is like fixated on incapacitating me. Seriously, let me move. Ah, thought I was out of it. Actually, we can pop these, pop this, and knock him off. Perfect. Very nice.
Well done, Marshal Traherne. That Orion Ugly looked nigh unstoppable. You did it.
The Pact did it. Our combined efforts made this happen, just as we'll defeat Zaitan together. Hopefully, our chances of doing just that have been improved with the information contained inside the Dwarven Tome.
We can help you there. I'm fluent in Ancient Dwarf. Get us out of here and I'll work on that tome until it's completely translated.
Done. Zareen, please
done.
escort the research teams back to Concordia.
But yeah, I always
Come on,
enjoyed
you're with me.
the whole focusing on one character. Like, don't get me wrong, I played the Warcraft series, loved Warcraft. Played some of the StarCraft, it was okay. Loved playing Age of Empires. But it really caught hold of me to when it was one person that you got to focus on, upgrade their armor, you know, choose their skills and how they were going to fight. Whether it be magic, metal, or, you know, in the shadows. That to me was everything. Same thing I was showing my wife. Oh, 18 slot bag? Shoot. Let's just pop that on there. Showing my wife Dark Cloud. For you that remember Dark Cloud. It was like almost like a Zelda knockoff, but it was great. We're almost level 71. Yeah, Dark Cloud, you basically start with an empty palette of a site. You go into the caves or whatever that area had for its battle area, and you would go down floors, and each floor you could find a certain part that you would have to collect, and you would find villagers build their houses, put all their sockets in. Like the one dude, like he had a decoration of a boat wheel. You found the boat wheel, you go back, you put it in the socket or the house, and it showed it, so you built the little towns. It was pretty cool. It was fun. And it was funny because the story I brought up was we used to go to town and I would get a video game and I came home and I played it for like maybe 25 minutes or a little while. Got frustrated with it because I didn't understand it and I actually stopped playing it. And I didn't play it for like a year or two. I remember if I was just looking for games and I popped it in and started playing it, and it was a blast. It was one of them things that you just had to give it a try, and I ended up loving it. Okay, so yeah, we got 71. Oh, so it requires all of them, and it requires level 80. Now all we're missing is just honor and level 80, which we can, I guess, for level 80 we'll finish our honor, and then we'll start putting in. We'll have to go scout some. All right, let's run over here and get this. Yeah, I'm excited to get to level 80 to start working on my other mounts. I know the sky scale takes a lot of either achievements or something. Are you done with the level 20 main missions? Yeah, that's all I've been kind of pushing for, was just doing the story, and then when I didn't have any story, then I went back and I just completed maps. I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go ask the wifey, hey, what we gonna make for supper? Salted pretzels. I always like doing the, like, I was never big on the salted pretzels, but I always like doing something salty, like chips, and then a candy bar for the chocolate and stuff. Oh, that's my weakness. Definitely a fat kid, and I love it. No better way to be. Say, my little humble family are connoisseurs of chocolate. Oh no, my inner child, I am definitely an inner fat kid. Like, yeah, definitely. I always like doing the rotation with something salty, like either peanuts or like chocolate covered peanuts. Oh yeah. My sister's probably gonna kill me, but her favorite thing to eat growing up was the Ruffles chips with the dip, the French onion dip, and then with a Snickers candy bar. My mother's probably gonna show her now, and she's probably going to hate me forever. But hey, true that. I mean, I don't care if I'm cold or sick. I just like to eat. Yeah, there's my mother. All right. Don't tell her I said that. Oh, man. I could embarrass her so much. Get her baby pictures and put them on my stream. Especially the one with her and the cake all over her face. I know she would kick my butt. She would be so mad. I told her to download Guild Wars too. I tried to get her to play with me. I told her the base game was free to play now. That sounds like a wonderful place to go. What's this thing? Let's chop it down. Yeah, it's just the little things that you remember back. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this one. And next story mission's right there. So I think, yeah, we're gonna go inside here, and
we are level 73. I was messing around last night a little bit, and I was getting my cooking up, and I leveled up. All right, come at me, bro. And I did jump on my other character and unlock the gliding, so now we have gliding unlocked, which is awesome in case we fall. Which is this good? Can you hear me pretty good? Hello, Mama Summers. Thank you for confirming. It's customer service. How may I help you? Alright, we gotta go through here, and oh, right there. Alright, tower down. Time to make some noise.
I've been looking forward to meeting you, Commander. I told Traherne I needed the big guns for this mission, and here you are. Welcome to the party.
Demolition is serious work, soldier. But there's nothing wrong with enjoying your work. So, what are we lighting up today?
That's
Spoken like a true man.
Like I always tell my wife, Sira, any lump can hack bad guys to death, but it takes skill and style to turn them into craters and dust. Our preliminary targets are 3 Orient towers that are flooding the region with undead nasties. We can't hold this area until we stop the influx. I'll handle the explosives. Your job is to get me to the targets and keep the enemy off me while I plant the charges. Then we drop back, settle in, and enjoy this spectacle pyrotechnical.
Oh. Can't just take off, my guy. Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, now we got some speed, baby. But yeah, let's get into the story today and see what we can push to. I mean, the next stop is level 80. It's actually not that bad to reach. Really push to level. This kind of came naturally, so it was actually nice leveling like that instead of coming from World of Warcraft where it's like you have to push yourself to level, or if you're not following some kind of leveling guide, which I kind of like. It's like it gives you all those levels to kind of learn how to play your class. Oh, we're gonna force you to do this.
powers.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I did change it to a book. Now I got a little tome. But I'll get up again. We gotta go back? Alright. Hey, some chapter 3 too. Let's hasten this little... Oh, didn't even go. Oh yes, Risen Thralls. Cheater. Special delivery from Ungo. Alright, spin the win. Oh, now we gotta clear the beach of undead. Okay, dude. Sweet.
Now that's a fireworks show. That was only a warm-up, though. Things are about to get really interesting. The next target is a huge Orient bone ship that's polluting the waters of the Mire Sea.
Alright.
It's a big job. If we use normal explosives, we'd need to fill the ship's hold with them just to make a dent. Very impractical. That hulk is going to require some serious flash and bang. I've got a line on 2 high-performance combustibles we can use. Since you outrank me, let me defer to your choice of explosives. We'll send that tub to the bottom of the sea. I'll give you a full briefing when you're ready.
I guess I'm ready to set. Okay. Let's go back. Alright. From Mount Maelstrom, one just tinkered in a shop. We're going backyard, my guy. That's where that one guy was from. Okay. So we did that. Oh, now we have to steal the high-powered explosive from the Inquest. Well, I didn't know that. My guy. I thought you had him on hand. Get on today. See what we can get for some topics to talk about. I'm always down to talk about old games. Talk about some more coding or aliens. Alright, we are almost 74. Oh, is it out of alignment still? Because remember when we set it up, it still had like 5 degrees. It's hard to get exactly what that thing wants. Yeah, let's go back. Just now. Yeah, you'll have to open up your phone and check the degrees for the, I guess, I can't remember what it's on their calculation. Keeper of Light. That kind of makes me sound like I'm evil. Got him. Man, I don't want... We got that waypoint. Let's just see where it goes. It may be dangerous. Oh, goodness. Plus there are waves. I don't even know where it took me. Leia. But it's got to be that box. You're a raptor. You have 30 billion years of climbing experience. Let's go. Use my little legs. Curse these little ones. Oh, so you need 4 elemental cantles to open the chest. Okay, so we got one. You've seen that one by it glowing. Taking a risk, but we'll see if we can float down. We can. We got water. Now we're gonna get earth. That makes sense. Oh yeah, I forgot we can fish now too. So that's something different. Sneaky little snakes. Oh yeah, we fell. Alright, we'll go up there and then just do a big... Alright, Ma, love you. Thanks for watching. Oh, air elemental. Imagine that. A feast of mushroom pizzas. We can pick the mushrooms off. Here is the air. Oh goodness, it's time to go. Uh-oh, we're going down. Alright, so we gotta climb back up. The light's on top, so... I ain't ever gonna make it. I'm a Norn. Do you see how I'm built, lady? Oh, goodness. No. Stop it. We gotta go... Yeah, we gotta go up this... Oh, goodness. Up this way. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's gonna be fun. I guess I could jump up somewhere high over here and glide. My guy, jump. Let's try this again. Are you kidding me? Alright, we made it. And there's the light. There's all 4 pieces. Nice. And I think that's all we had to do here. So let's go back out through that portal. No, I think it was this one we've seen. It's gotta be this one. Okay, yeah, so we're not too far away. Alright, so now we gotta go down here and we gotta steal the ignitions. Okay. Oh, and again, I'm sorry I forgot to say this. Lunar Lily, thanks for the follow. We appreciate you.
Base with them. They launch into the air and explode when triggered, intended to maximize the number of victims. I hardly need to tell you this, but they hurt. We'll have to watch our step. Luckily, I know what to look for. The inquest is tricky, but you cannot plant mines without digging a few holes. Dirt mounds are usually a dead giveaway. Give them a wide berth. Fortunately, there aren't many guards. They must figure no one's crazy enough to cross the minefield.
Yeah.
They don't know how wrong they are.
I'm right there with them. Got doubles. I want these guys. Oh my goodness.
Mine.
Yeah. Mine. I got one of them too. Did I really jump in the lava? Only I would jump in the lava. Hang tight. Goodness.
Wait until I tell Sierra that we beat mines, guards, and volcano-like heat to make the inquest work for us for a change. Best not to linger, though. The longer we stay, the more time they'll have to throw something really dangerous at us.
I'm not doubting you, but it's hard to believe that tiny trinket will be enough to sink a bone ship.
Fret not, my friend. Trust me, this is exactly what we need.
Fret not, my friend.
Raining bone chunks all over the Mire Sea.
The
I'll
bone
meet
chunks,
you there
I
as soon
tell
as
you.
I've finished prepping the device. Watch your step on the way out. Still plenty of live mines about. I'll have to introduce you to Sierra. You'd like her. She's a packed soldier too. Yeah, a medic.
I'll mark this.
That's why we make such a great haste.
That's a lot.
Blow up our enemies. She patches up our allies.
Alright, so we can leave and then join Torn. We'll run until we get to water, and then we will skimmer across it. Now we got that. Breaking the bone ship.
Ready when you are, Ton. After all we went through to get this, I can't wait to see it explode.
Then you're in for a treat. We have an unobstructed view of the target from here. Now we simply need to plant the bomb, get clear, and flip the switch. Not that simple means easy. Floating mines surround the ship, the waters are thick with undead sharks, and we're in Crate territory. These packed soldiers are here to help protect the detonator, but you and I still have to do all the heavy lifting. Or, to be accurate, the heavy swimming. Let's hit the water. The sooner we're done splashing around, the sooner we see that bone ship go boom.
Let's go for a swim. Just gotta swim out and reach the bone ship. Wish I had my mount. Raft it up. Alright, so let's swim back and then we'll detonate it. Alright, we will hide in the bushes and watch.
Hold on to your ears, everyone. This is going to be my masterpiece. Wait, something's wrong. The detonator is showing red. The connections were perfect. Something must be knocked out of position.
Sir, we have Crate inbound, closing fast, and they look like they mean business.
All right, I'll reset the charges on the ship. You keep the Crate off the detonator.
I don't like leaving you unprotected. Between the Crate and the sharks...
I can handle the cartilaginous cretins that are still out there. And the Crate are focused on this position. They won't even notice me. That ship has to go down. I'll signal when the bomb is ready and I'm clear.
Of course it wouldn't be hooked up right. Why would it?
Throw the switch and enjoy the show.
Boy, the shit. Why would you... And that's what I hate about the auto target. It doesn't always do the closest one. It'll do a random one far out. Maybe I can change that. Maybe I have a setting on it wrong or something. That should be basic shit right there. Oh, you want to target? Let's target the closest one that's trying to kill me. From the rear. Sunken treasure. We like sunken treasure. Lady, you got my friend killed. Alright. Hey, we leveled up. 76. We could use with a little bit of toughness and vitality. Fill out some of the map. We'll take a little trip. Keep your hands to yourself. Well, it looks like we found somewhere to get some ore at. Which I did remember to get tools, so at least we do have a little bit upgraded tools. I guess, yeah, I don't know if you can get a house now in Guild Wars 2, but you can have like a garden and stuff like that. Alright. Let's see if we can get some more people on today. Chat it up. See what we get into. Didn't help until the very end. Well, I kind of just did that too, so. Well, let's see. Mangoes in bulk. Alright, let's run up. This is our Fort Trinity. It ain't much, but it looks pretty cool. There we go. Oh, the gate's right there. Alright.
It literally prevents the dead from rising again.
Then I wish we had 100 of them. How does it work? Can we replicate it?
Not so far. The only thing we know for sure is that it's steeped in powerful magic.
As long as it works, we can figure out why it works when the war is over.
Zaitan's forces are coming. Why aren't the Asura gates functional?
I'm sorry, Marshal. We can't seem to isolate the problem.
It could be our proximity to ore. Or maybe we've got a saboteur.
This is critical. Without those gates, we're cut off from any reinforcements.
You better figure it out.
Greetings, Commander. I was sorry to hear about Ton. He was a huge asset, and much admired.
Thank you, sir. The mission was a success, but that's small comfort to his loved ones. Or me. Ton was my partner, so I take full responsibility. That said, I see you've done well. Fort Trinity is certainly formidable. And from all the activity, I'd say it's growing even stronger.
It better be. We've seen a huge increase in undead activity while we've been constructing our defenses. I believe a major attack is imminent. All the signs are there. Our outermost defenses have suffered a series of probing attacks, and we've lost several long-range scouts. We recovered a powerful magical orb from the depths, and we have Ton's best explosives. But there have been some disturbing glitches in communication. Fort Trinity is not yet secure. Worst of all, our Asura gates are not functioning, and nobody can tell me why. Magical or mechanical failure, saboteurs. It's all very disturbing. I want you to double-check our defenses, starting with the lumber camp. They've lost a lot of workers, and we need that timber.
We need the timber, damn it.
Take point.
Take a little breaky break, go get something to drink, and then I'll be right back. Hang tight. So we gotta go check some defenses. Run out here. A plague bearer. Every time. That's a lot. To the preservers. Oh, goodness. Okay.
We need to get back to the gate.
Leave people outside, it's cool. We don't do that.
Mother, forgive me.
To the docks. Where's our weapons at? How do I fire? Ain't fired yet. This troubles me. Oh, because there's still people back here. Can't even see them people. Oh, great. An all-out battle. No, I want this dude. There's more? My goodness. What's that gonna do? The dragon is up atop. Like, what? Yeah. Rinse and repeat. Why are they all the way out here? Are you kidding me? Because I'm the only one that can shut gates. Like, why were those open in the first place, to be honest? Oh, yep. Oh, a little faster, my dude. Oh, we getting that orb.
I've got all the firepower you need. Ton made these bombs, and he's one of the best.
I don't think so. They are mine. At least the Assure's gate's open now. Oh yeah, we're killing all the undead. Don't use logic. It don't, man. I'm serious. I feel like I'm playing dad in this game. Don't worry, I'll get the lights. Don't worry, I'll shut the door. Don't worry, dad will get it. You know how it is. We're going the wrong way. Sorry I didn't see your comment. I was like eyes deep in the story. Getting all mad about somebody not closing the door. Oh yeah. It really is, like, if you've watched any of my other streams, it's just, I never used to get into stories like this, and now I'm like letting myself immerse in it, and it's just nice. It's great. How are you today? Thanks for chatting on my stream. I appreciate you.
Despoiled, corrupted, ruined by the presence of a dragon, an infection, withering the heart of tyranny.
No, so recently, yes. I probably quit playing about.
From here,
played about a year when it came out, and then came back when Path of Fire came out. Started on the mounts, and then I think I got busy and just quit playing. And now it's like allowing myself to immerse in the story. It's been real fun. So I am a returning veteran, but a lot has changed. So I'm gonna say I'm back to being square one noob.
We can assault Arar. We can destroy Zhaitan before the dragon's infection claims us.
And I'm not bad, man. Thanks for asking.
This battle
just having some fun streaming.
We can triumph, but the war has just begun.
Trying to kill some dragons, you know how it be.
I'm glad we have the dragon's attention. I want Zhaitan to know the names and faces of those who will defeat it.
From the size of the assault force it sent here, I'd say the dragon has taken notice, sir. However, the situation seems stable for now. If you don't mind, I need to find Ton's widow and personally deliver the bad news.
Of course. I had Ton's personal
yeah, I was excited for the mounts.
There's a locket that could be a family
but then
heirloom.
I think just work. And
I'm sure his wife would appreciate it.
Just not enough time to play.
It's not much. But we have to
and then my
honor
rig
our fallen
was
as best
not
we can.
as good.
The war and I will be waiting when you return.
Sweet. The battle for Trinity complete. Yeah, I never even got the wings. I did that last night. But I do have the wings. But I do have... Yeah, so I do have the first 3. Which are nice. They are very helpful for getting around. I think that's why it's made this playthrough so much easier. Yeah, they do help
And it's not that bad to complete. You just gotta follow through the story. I think like the Jackal, I don't think is really necessary. It's more for that zone. The same thing with the Tiger, the Saber. It's more for World versus World. I wanted to do the base game, and then I want to build up and then do like Path of Fire. And it gives me a lot of content. I'm new to streaming. Been streaming for about a month and a half. A little over a month and a half now. So it's been fun. It's been nice meeting people, chatting, playing, doing what I love, and talking to people that have similar, interests, or at least even if it's different, it's still fun. So let's go sad duty. But yeah, other than that, the stream's usually pretty chill. I don't get too many viewers. I think yesterday was probably my best day. With I think I had like six people viewing, and then made an in-game friend, Pascal. So I play with him a little bit, or her. I don't know if it's a him or her. I'm sorry. Don't target me. It is having the mounts make a ton of difference, from the ground cover to, I mean, the way I clear maps now is literally with the use of mounts. Just run around, get all the waypoints, and then start clearing. Is there a command to show the time played on a character? Oh, so I played this character for 35 hours, and that's not really pushing. Having fun, getting immersed in it. Oh goodness. Yeah, it's not that bad of progress. I remember when I first started out, it was like, it was a struggle. You did the maps, you leveled up, you did the story, but then the reward progress has increased immensely. But now, like, I don't remember not having to go to the Black Lion trading post to get better gear, even after doing dungeons and stuff. But now it's like you don't need to do any of that all the way up. Yo, Liv, drink water. It's been fun. It's been nice to actually play through and just focus on the story instead of leveling up just to get. Oh yeah, I mean, so much gear to where, like, and even that, like, just the bags of loot, like with the blue, the rare items and stuff like that, like, it's crazy. I mean, like, you never once got good stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's just, and they drop, like, at one time I think I had over 40 bags of loot. So it's definitely the base game pushing you to the in-game content or their newer expansions, but which is okay, because now you can actually focus on the story and not struggle to even stay alive. Yeah, and
Sierra,
they contain good
here with
rewards.
Bad news about Tom. I was with him on a demolition mission. Unfortunately, he did not survive.
Tan's gone? That can't be. He promised me we'd both live through this. What happened? Tell me how he died.
We rigged an Orion bone ship to blow, but the explosives wouldn't go off. Tan went back to fix them. He died to save the mission.
Is that supposed to make me feel better? The war can go on without Tan, but I can't. How could you let this happen? You murdered my husband, you and your pact. Get away from me! Just get away!
Alright then. No, wait. Oh. Yeah, so I think, which, I don't know, I think even now, like, I have a couple pieces of exotic gear at level 70. I don't ever remember seeing. I thought exotic was only at 80. But yeah, I think the basic Which I am doing armor smithing on this guy to do my basic exotic. But yeah, like, I mean, and that came from the storyline. Like, it never was like that. Let me go up here and save her. Which I am using, to be honest, I am using a celebration booster. So I am getting 100% experience. Kind of forgot about that. That helps immensely. Which I had like, I think 16 birthday boosters after coming back. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like games like World of Warcraft or all the other big MMOs, they focus solely on you leveling because that's what keeps you in the game. Once you reach max level, then it's always just dungeons. And it's like, yeah, but I want more than that. And to be honest, like, I forgot all about Guild Wars 2. And then I seen the new expansion. I was like, you know what? Like, let's get back into that.
Please, you have to return to camp. If you want to honor Ton, you have to live. Don't die just so you can be with him. I know he loved you madly. You were all he talked about. You and the life he wanted you both to have.
Life? What life? What do you know about him or me? Just leave me alone. Wait. What about his mother's locket? He wanted me to have it. It was all she had when she died. And now it's all I have left to remember him. You saved my life. I thank you for that. But I will never, ever forgive you for taking Ton from me. Just leave. I'll find my own way back.
Yeah, once I get to 80, I think I'm close to being a mentor in the game, which will be cool. Get a cool little badge and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely improved where it gives you that instant gratification, but I'm still looking forward to more of the story in the game. As we talked about in my last stream, a very thin line of instant gratification and actually repetitive, playing and getting the perfect rolls for drop, or, building the perfect rolls for your skills, going back to the old games to where if you messed up, you had to scrap the character and start over. I don't know how many characters on Diablo 2 I scrapped simply because I misclicked, or maybe I was too tired and clicked on the wrong one. Alright, don't judge me. But it goes, every game is so forgiving now, to where I feel like they should be less forgiving. And I'm not talking about like Elden Ring and all of them. Personally, I played Elden Ring. It was fun, but to a point. And I really don't think the hype is that good about Elden Ring. That's my opinion. You might love Elden Ring. That's fine. But it's like, to me, I didn't get into it. The same thing, the Dark Souls. I played them. They were hard. They were fun, but it wasn't there for me. It's missing a lot of different things I feel like should be in it. And no, I don't think every new game should be like Dark Souls, because then a lot of people would quit gaming. The same thing, I don't think a lot of games should be like Diablo. Stop copying somebody else's past achievements and make something brand new. I'm excited for Titan Quest 2 because I want to see how much they copied, but I want to see how forgiving and how balanced the game is. Is it just going to throw a bunch of instant gratification items at me, or is it going to make me find an item and get a shitty roll and push to keep finding that item for the perfect roll? That's what hooks me. I don't know how many last wishes I've rolled and re-rolled on Diablo. I don't know how many, getting a perfect 1818 F-bugged exile. That's what people chase. And I feel like a lot of developers have lost that. I feel like they've lost that sight, and they think, well, we can replace that with just instant gratification items. Stop making games so one-sided. I'm sorry, but no matter what class I roll, I'm gonna use Vitality. No matter what class I roll,
I might need to do a strength check. Let's go back to the old D&D style and understand where it comes from, to where, yeah, you know, my guy is big and strong, and maybe I'll pass a strength check if I have to push a boulder away from, you know, a cave that's covered. Now, if I'm a dinky caster, no strength, I don't get to go in there. That's the limitations of being your class. But if I have a party and each one matches those descriptions so that we can discover everything, you got to come up with better ways to make people party, or just make a single player game. I feel like a lot of MMOs are getting scared of that, and they are going to where you can solo everything because they want to keep their base player count. You're going to lose some, you're going to win some, but it has to fit the game. And that's just me. But I feel like when people see that stuff, it kind of strikes them. Like, play a game, basically become a god, or a very strong person, but yet, when it throws a limitation at you, kind of like a smack in the face, like, well, but I need to get in there. Well, then you need to find someone that can get you in there. So you gotta make people think different ways instead of, well, I'll just run there, right click, and then I'm in. You know? So we are currently 76.5, pushing to 77, and we completed the story for that one so far. And that's another thing. Why in games you always have, it's like you're a nobody that gets blessed with a special gift, and there's always this group of people that have somehow saved the world before, but yet they can't do it now, and somehow that becomes your problem to where you gotta fix their mistakes. And it's like, I feel like it's been rinsed and repeated several times. But hey, I might be wrong. People might like that. I'll play it, but now kind of looking at it through a different perspective of, I want to play this game for the story. I don't want the same story in every game. I want it to be different. I want it to be magical. I want it to have ups and downs. I want you to get attached to an NPC and then lose them. And yeah, that sounds like a rinse and repeat, but depending on how it's done. Same way, I want it to emotionally hook me in, where it's like all my progress I see and I can feel and remember running through maps, just like the old games did. I'm just gonna, I'd say, clear some maps. I don't know how well the dungeon finder actually works. Oh, you got experience raids and you got training. And things like that, that's pretty cool. Looking for raid, running in and having basically just do as much damage as you can and we'll win. And you got role playing. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of things that Guild Wars has added in that I don't remember, and it's nice. It's a breath of fresh air. And I feel like that's where you get a guild going, and that's how we used to do it. Okay, so yeah, we made pretty good progress today, which I'm excited because then I can kind of swap and do other things. So give me a like and follow, or YouTube, like and subscribe. You know, I'd appreciate it. I appreciate everybody and all that check out my stream. Usually we're pretty chill here. We just sit and talk, and yeah, I think we're just gonna start probably on. We'll go back and just start clearing out maps, finishing them. I think I finished that one. This one is not finished, so yeah. Let's find a town. The professions level you up a lot in this game too. So if you're into professions, definitely check out Guild Wars 2, because literally just going around collecting levels you up. Get better, you know, collecting equipment, and then come back and then just craft, and that's going to level you up even faster. It's really cool. Might do, I guess. Okay then. Same with this. I just need to get some of these. But yeah. So that's probably where we're going to leave it for today. Let me know some more content you guys would like to see or at least talk about. And yeah, tune into the next one. Stay safe. We'll see you later.